Go select.
Hey, what's up everyone? I hope all of you guys are having a wonderful Friday today. My name is Andy, aka TopRamen, back again with another brand new Clash Royale video. It's been a longer weekend with the Memorial Day holiday on Monday, so I hope you guys are planning a very nice weekend, but definitely be safe. This weekend there was a release of the Night Witch just last night, and I was able to beat this challenge. It was a draft challenge while I was at work in between breaks. So yeah, I accidentally hit the button to unlock it, so here it is. But I have the chest right here. We're 12-1. So I'm gonna go ahead and save that chest until the end of the video, but I want to share my replays with you guys, and I feel like replays are better for draft challenge, so I can explain thoroughly why I chose those cards. And the Night Witch, by the way, is such an OP card. It is like the Witch is a melee witch, but those bats can build up some damage there. Alright, so even though I finished 12-1, I actually won 12 in a row. In this sequence right here, I lost my first match. Where is it? Right here, I lost against this Chinese dude, and it's against a golem deck. But from then on, I won 12 straight wins, and just drafting, you know, like just drafting smart, drafting a better deck, and not making sure not give them the hard counter to your win condition. Alright, so let's share the last three replays, because usually those are the harder ones. So I guess I'll go ahead and share this one against Diego right here. So right off the bat, I have the two buildings. I chose the lesser cost one. Remember I talked about choosing a lesser cost elixir. Right here I could choose the fireball, but I believe I chose the rocket here, even though it's more cost, because with the Night Witch in play, I want to be able to kill the Night Witch and hit the tower if so. And then I got the log over the zap because it covers more ground, and then the Night Witch over the freeze because it's more well-rounded card, and it is an OP card. So he gave me Dark Goblins, Spear Goblins, Regular Witch. And so right here I decided I'm going to go ahead and try to get some chip damage. Cycled out the Spear Goblins. He zapped it right away, which is cool. It's 2-for-2 trade. I used my Dark Goblin to get some chip damage, and I was able to get 3 hits in. He uses his Musketeer to defend. The Night Witch is such a great defensive card against the Musketeer. If you place it right next to her, she will smack her in one hit, and then the bats will also chip her away. And then she died to the Mega Minion, but the 4 bats left over was able to kill the Mega Minion. So it's a 4 elixir cost, but it defended against 7 elixir. I played my Witch in the back to build up a push, and he decided to fireball. So at this point on, I kind of already know what kind of deck he has, and so I decided all I need to do is just keep chipping away with Rocket. So I draw my minions to get some chip damage. I threw my Rocket out for the Ice Wizard. And then I was able to get 1 hit off from 1 minion, and then the Witch was able to spam at that tower, and it's already almost at half HP. So I want to get more chip damage, so I waited till I got a little bit full elixir, because I didn't know what was his last card, because I know I gave him a Zap and Freeze and Musketeer, but there was one card that he didn't play, which was a Skarmy, as I can see right here. So again, the Dark Goblin got some chip damage. Right here I used the Spear Goblins to tank, and then I dropped my Night Witch right next to the Musketeer, one-shotted it, and then now I'm forming a counter push with these little bats here. And check it out, even after she dies, she gets 1 bat to hit the tower, so that's a bonus on its own. So again, I want to bait out the fireball, so I use my Witch again way in the back, and most likely he will fireball me here. And well, I know he will because this is a replay. So he fireballs and zap this time. So this is a positive trade for me. It's 6 for 5. So I decided I'm gonna send my minion out there, and my Dark Goblin can get some chip damage. And right here he uses Skarmy, so that's his card. So I decided to log, kill the Skarmy, and get some chip damage on that tower. So it's basically within range for Rocket. It just needs 2 rockets. He's smart to play the Musketeer in front of the tower to not allow me to get the rocket value. Right here I dropped my cannon to distract, and then my Spear Goblins on the right side. He had to waste Zap on the Spear Goblins and Fireball on my Night Witch. So I have a pretty decent counter push going. I used my Dark Goblin, my Night Witch, and then I log. And I was hoping the log was going to hit the Ice Wizard, but it did not. So that's okay, because even though after she dies, those remaining bats are able to take out the Ice Wiz and almost take out the Mega Minion. And right here I dropped my cannon to distract. He was able to zap it away. My Dark Goblin kills it off his Musketeer and is able to get the tower hit the tower, but he places an Ice Wizard. So right here, I go ahead and rocket, and I'm gonna go ahead and log as well. And wait, oh yeah, right here I actually save my log first to make sure I have enough to defend, because I don't want to give up this. I had this everything under control, so I don't want to give up my control. So I defended his counter push, and right here is where I log to cycle, and then I get my rocket up. And so it doesn't matter what he plays now, the rocket's gonna fly at his 29 HP tower, and boom, it's over. And that's my 10th win right there. So let's show 11 and 12 and pop open that last chest. Okay, so watch. So right here, I chose the Knight. It's cheaper and it's a more well-rounded card because you can use it for defense and it forms a counter push. Whereas the Royal Giant only goes straight for a tower. It's not going to defend well. It's only a meat shield. So, and it's more expensive. It costs 6. So I went with the Knight. But now I gave him a win condition. So I'm going to be drafting to counter his Royal Giant. So I had a choice of the Prince and the Witch. I chose the Witch because it can counter the Prince and the Royal Giant with its skeleton and hits ground and air. Right here I use Poison because Poison can kill my Witch and my Skellies. And I got Graveyard, so I'm like perfect. I have my win condition right here. I have the Knight and the Graveyard. Turns out he also gave me the Night Witch as well. So this looks like a very dominating deck right here. Like a usual Graveyard deck, I would place the Knight in the back to cycle it out and see if I could get to my Graveyard. Unfortunately, I didn't get to my Graveyard as my next card, but I'm going to play my Witch in the back here. And that's going to let me build up a nice skeleton push on the right side. And I didn't want to leave the Royal Giant alone, so I'm going to go ahead and use my Night Witch on the left. I could have used Skarmy there, but that allows him to either zap, fireball, or log it. So I decided to use my Night Witch because then my Night Witch can, after killing off the Royal Giant, can form a counter push since the Royal Giant doesn't do any damage to your Night Witch. So I forced him to use the fireball. In the meanwhile, she's still alive and defending RG. My Witch has built up a sick army, and since the Ice Wiz does not one-shot these skeletons, I was able to swarm around the tower. I poisoned his minion defense, and look at the left side, those small bats were able to get some chip damage as well. So now I have the Baby Dragon and my Graveyard in my hand this time. So I play my Baby Dragon in the back to build up a nice Graveyard push. And right here he plays the Prince, so I have my Skarmy ready, available, and I dropped it in the middle to avoid the log and then defend pretty well. And then I went ahead and Graveyard the right side there. His Mega Minion locked onto my skeletons instead, so my Baby Dragon was able to chip away at the Mega Minion and take it out completely. Easy tower there, easy tower. And right here, same repeat, rinse and repeat. I play my Knight to cycle out on the bottom left in the back of my King Tower. And then I have both Witches in hand. Preferably I like to do the Witch, regular Witch to push. The Night Witch is great defensive card. Basically in almost every scenario against any unit, one-on-one, you're going to get a positive electric trade with the Night Witch and also forms a counter push. If you haven't done so yet, check out OJ's Yarn from Orange Juice's video on how to use the Night Witch and counter the Night Witch. So I used the poison and got some value there by taking out his minion as well as the ice, I think it was the Ice Wiz. And then right here I form my little bat to take out the Mega Minion. And then I use my Baby Dragon as a tank, and then my Graveyard right away. That's going to be very nice swarm there. And then I drop my Knight in the pocket and get ready my poison right here. Since everything is clumped together, I have a very valuable poison. My Night Witch is still alive. When it dies, more bats are going to come out. And look at that chip damage we did. Bats are chipping away at the Royal Giant. I got another Night Witch out. Look at that DPS she does. And even look at this. She dies to the Prince, but she forms like left 8 bats and just melted the Prince. The Prince didn't even get to charge up his speed. Alright, Baby Dragon took out the minions perfectly. Graveyard swarms. I know he wasted his log earlier, so I went and dropped my Skarmy along with the Graveyard. Look at all those skeletons. Drop my Witch as well to form more skeletons to swarm around the tower. DPS it down with poison, and that is a wrap. And that was an easy 11th win there. And like I said, it doesn't really matter about skills in this. Yes, you do need to play good with the deck you have, but it's really about building the right deck and not allowing them to counter you. So let's go ahead and jump into my last match that got me my Night Witch. Obvious choice right here. Clone is such a crappy card in the draft, so I went with the Night Witch. I took away the lightning, so he could not lightning my Night Witch and my tower and anything else. Right here, I thought of for a bit. I chose the Barbarian because, like I said, it's more well-rounded. The RG only hits the tower. And then the Barbarian also counters the RG, as well as the Night Witch counters the RG. And then I chose the Musketeer because the Dark Goblin is just a weaker card. The Musketeer has the same range but a lot more powerful. Alright, starting hand, I play my Night Witch in the back. And I wanted to see if I could bait out any kind of fireball or spell. Typically, if you have a lightning, the other person might have drafted a spell. He arrowed, which is an odd choice here. So I decided to play my Infernal Dragon and my minions, minion horde, because since he arrows, I know he doesn't have an arrow or a zap. Well, less likely he will have a zap. He did have flame spirits, so it did take out my minion horde completely. And so now I know what exactly he has. I drop my goblins to block any chip damage. And now I have Barbarians and Musketeer in hand. So I play it slow. I wanted to play my Musketeer in the back, save my lightning to see if he drops a Witch or a Wizard on his back end, and I was gonna lightning it. Now, he played, alright, so he wanted to do a meat shield and a slow counter push. So I'm like, alright, I'm gonna go counter push against that. So I actually use the Barbarians to tank for my Musketeer, and then I actually tornadoed any defensive cards he played towards my Barbarian. No one usually uses it like this, but it works because it pulls them closer, because the Barbarians are a slower moving unit. So it gets them closer and they all die in one swipe. Right here I use my minion horde, and I was playing my goblins in the center to try to pull the E-barbs just in case he he arrows out my minion horde. It defended pretty well because he used flame spirits, and flame spirits split up and jumped in my goblins and my minion horde. So I did some damage. I am in the lead. So now I'm going to form the same type of push again, but this time I have the Night Witch, and I was going to plan to do the Night Witch Barbarian push this time. So again, his mistake was to do the same kind of defense. He did the RG on the back line. He should did at the bridge or something. So I went ahead and dropped my Barbarians to tank for my Night Witch, and then I dropped my Infernal Dragon, and then I pulled everything close to my melee units, and they all just get melted, like done. So now I have minion horde. I dropped it because I was expecting him to play E-barbs, which he did, and then the flame spirits jumped into my Infernal Dragon instead, and look at this swarm. This swarm was able, and I dropped another Night Witch since he dropped out his flame spirits. So even after they clear off all those, my Night Witch is gonna get a hit off and spawn another 4 bats, and my goblins was able to chip away. Down to 27 HP, lightning range for sure. Right here I had to be careful, so I played my Barbarians on top of the Dark Goblins. It got melted, but now that I know he wasted his Flame Spirits, I used my Minion Horde to form a nice counter push. And right here I believe my minion, yes, my minion was able to take out the tower and everything else. My Musketeer was able to take out everything. And with 7 seconds left, I went ahead and tornadoed the Dark Goblin back because it's gonna die since it was already chipped away a little bit, and he was not able to touch my tower at all. Well, almost flawless, almost flawless. And yeah, that's how I got to my 12 wins. You know, hope this video was helpful on why I drafted those cards. And yeah, good luck to you guys this weekend. I'm also starting my scheduled time for tomorrow in the Crown Championship Phase 2. It's 5 p.m. Pacific time in the States. So wish me luck there. I know I'm going to be playing a lot of pros. I was watching throughout the week who has made it, and even good pros like Koten, Wing, B-Rad didn't even place first place. So I'm sure they're going to have another entry to play tomorrow. Alright, as I promised, I'm going to go ahead and pop this open. We got our gold. We got our furnace. More rare the better. That's just go there. I don't use huts. That's just go there. Go there. More gold. Alright, 39 ice golem and 5 lightning. Hey, we're close to a level 7 lightning. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, please hit the like button down below. For all you guys new comers, new viewers, if you guys like this video, go ahead and subscribe if you guys want to see more content. And I will then see how I do in the tournament tomorrow and update you guys throughout this weekend. So this is TopRamen signing out. Peace.